we have a little bit of a run here around the compliance checklists. As you see, there are a lot of points, and it's not just because I'm a software vendor, okay? Not just because I earn my living developing software, but I think that some of these points are very difficult to implement without the software. So what we did here in Quidgest when GDPR first came out is that we tried to see how can we help our clients, how can we help companies be compliant. How can we find a way to register all the information that they need, to have wizards and workflows to help them through these points, and to make sure that they already have too much to be concerned about, and that there's something on the software that's going to help them and take some of the load out of their backs, and make sure that they can be focused on what they really need to do, and everything that's concerning the information that you need to manage is on a very complete system. So what we started to build on the system, of course, is the data inventory. As I told you, there's a lot of information that you need to collect about your processing activities. And so what we did here is to build the wizard, because some of our clients aren't very clear about the information that they need to collect about their processing operations. So we built a wizard that helps everyone to know which information to collect, how this is going to, how this should be reported in the system. And so they just go through the user through the wizard and register all the information that they need to fully describe a processing operation. Also, in this component of the data inventory, we have also the mapping of all the storage, of all the repositories, and we're talking about databases as SQL or just files like Excel. So all types of information about of types of storage that you have for your information. Also the paper archives. So everything could be registered here. And when you need to provide information to your data subjects or to your authority, you have here the information and a quick way to search and to export the information to your to everyone that needs to access it. Also, for the data governance system, we developed the component that helps you track everything that you need to implement. So you just come up with a checklist of things that you need to implement after your assessment, or after a data breach, or after a data protection impact, and you just have to register it on the system. You go through your through the list of responsibles that you have for that checklist. Also give them deadlines, and the system will have notifications to help you keep track with everything that you need to do. So this can all be done in the system. Also, we built a workflow component that helps you with new processing activities. So if you want to implement a new system, or if you want to bring forward a new service for your company, you can just have something implemented on the workflow. You can go through approval processes. You can go through the impact assessments. You can go through all the points that you need to analyze before really initiating a new processing operation. Everything could be defined on the workflow. This is not hard-coded, so we implement a workflow that better works with your organization, and just to make sure that you have all the approval steps that you need before implementing a new processing operation. Also, with the data subject rights, you have the possibility to provide your data subjects with a portal to insert their requests, or you can also integrate our system with your website or with your customer relationship manager system, and just collect all the requests, and then we can have the workflows to treat all that information, and then guarantee that you are responding to the data subject within the allotted time, and make sure that you're keeping up with your deadlines and you don't have a complaint because of that. So you can define what are the data that you are going to collect about your data subjects, what are the data subjects categories that are going to use this, what are the themes, the types of rights that you want to respond with our portal. So everything can be done here in the system, and then you have all the information, the reports and the statistics about the requests that you are receiving. For the companies that are quality certified, they can also have some indicators of how they're doing, if they have a lot of specific types of requests, and then you can use this for your internal improvement, just to make sure that you are working each day to respond to your clients' needs. Also, of course, the data protection impact assessments, you can do them on the system. They can be configured in the system according to your needs. So you can build your own risk matrix. You can define what are the risks that you want to analyze. You can define what are the teams that are going to execute all the data protection assessments. So everything can be configured on the system, and as you can see, it's a very visual system, because if everything is going wrong, you're going to have this red and orange colors that's going to tell you, okay, I need to review this. This is not really very good. And so you have all this visual information to help you see where you need to be better, to work better, okay? So also the dreaded day of the data breach response. So if you need to analyze information about the data breach, we have all the forms, all the information that you need to collect can be collected in the system, can be analyzed by the teams and prepared to be sent to your local authority. So everything can be collected here, and also there's reports and information to be able to export. Also, if you have a diagnostic tool or something like that, we can integrate with that tool to make sure that you have early information about all the data breaches here directly inside the system. About the processors, okay? There's a lot of things that you can do about monitoring the processors. So you can use surveys. Here's I have here on this screen that help you assess your processors, analyze the risk. This could be done before you sign in with a new supplier. This can also be done to keep auditing the supplier during their contract time. So this can be used in different ways inside the system. And also the system helps you keep track of those contracts, make sure that you have contracts, valid contracts and privacy agreements with all the suppliers and with all the processors that are processing your data subjects information. So this can all be done in the system, and you can always have online information about how this is going. This can also integrate with your purchase softwares, with your contract software, so you can also have this information integrated there and receive also information from those types of systems. About the system development, so as I said, we are certified, and when we were developing the system, we applied the rules of data protection by design and the rules of data protection by default. So we try to collect as minimum information about the data subjects, or about, for example, the processors responsibles. the very least information that we can, and also we give the companies the opportunity to define what they want to collect for each type of data subject. So this is very custom made. Also, we have different options of authentication, so you can implement the one that's more adapt to you. For example, here in Portugal, there's also a possibility to authenticate in the system using your citizen's card, or I don't know the translation, the chave móvel digital. So this is very specific Portuguese ways of authentication that can be used. Also, there's a possibility for data encryption, and there's all logging and monitoring of everything that's happening in the system that can also be activated. There's a lot of other minor points that were considered in the system developed, of course, and there's the code scan procedures, the pen tests, but there's a lot of information that's been done to make sure that the system is secure, and I'm sure that's a lot of more that we need to do in the future, because this is always changing every day. But this is mostly what we've done here concerning the system development.